Your family member has died, and now you brought a wrongful death lawsuit against them, claiming that the doctors and the hospital staff were careless, causing them significant harm and injury that ultimately led to their death. Your case goes all the way to trial. And at trial, your attorney is trying to introduce a photograph of the person who died, your loved one. And now the judge is refusing to allow the jury to see that photograph. Is that proper? Is that right? Can he do that? You want to know the answer? Come join me today for this video that I'm shooting indoors as I share with you the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Okay, so that's the scenario. You have brought a wrongful death lawsuit as a surviving family member, now claiming that a doctor and hospital staff were careless and caused your loved one, maybe it's a father, maybe it's your father, maybe it's your mother, maybe it's a child, maybe it's a relative. Now they caused and contributed to their death. During the course of trial, you want to show the jury who this person was. They don't know the person who died. They never met them before. So why not give them an appreciation and show them, like show and tell? Here's a photograph of this person. Here's a video of this person interacting with his family. Look at him going out. Look at him doing activities with his family. This is who this person was. This is who he was. Look at how he interacted with his children, with his grandchildren. Look at him. Can you introduce evidence, those photos, those videos, to the jury in a wrongful death case in New York? The answer is maybe. Now, what do I mean when I say maybe? As the surviving family member of someone who has died, and now you believe that the doctor and hospital staff was careless and caused or contributed to their death, if the jury ultimately finds that the doctor and the hospital staff were careless and caused your loved one's death, now you're going to ask the jury for monetary compensation, for money, as a form of compensation for all the harms and losses and damages that you and your family member incurred because of the pain and the suffering they endured, because this person is no longer around and they cause an untimely death. So now you would think that it would be natural to go ahead and ask the court for permission to show to the jury a photograph of who this person was, a photograph of what this person was like. If you can't meet somebody in person, what's the next best way nowadays? Next best way is get them on video. Get them on FaceTime. You can look at them, you can talk to them, you can get to know them, see them visually. Who are they? What do they sound like? Now, when somebody has died, we don't have that opportunity. So these 6 members of the community who are there to decide whether or not you are more likely right than wrong, as the dogs bark their head off here inside today. So now, during the course of trial, we want to introduce photographs of the person who died. And now, what does that mean? It means I want to be able to show the jury photographs of the person who died. Now, there are instances where the court will allow me to show a photograph or photographs of the person who died to the jury. Why? As long as the photograph is just a simple portrait, a simple photograph showing the individual who died, that should be fine so that the jury can see who it is that we're talking about. Now, what happens if I want to show a photograph of the person who died with their family or doing an activity? Now, that's a little more questionable. There are instances where a court will allow that type of photograph, and there are instances where the court will not allow that type of photograph. And there could be many variations and many reasons why the court would not allow that information in. There are likewise instances where the court will allow me to show a video of the individual who died doing an activity so that the jury can see who that person was. Because otherwise, it's just a theoretical exercise. They're being told and explained what happened to a particular person, but they don't know who this person is. They know his name, but they don't know anything else about him other than what's coming in from the records, what's coming in from the various witnesses. It is so important for the jury to understand who the person is who died. Not just to explain to them where they went to school and what they did with their life and what type of work they did, but to have the family members get up on the witness stand and explain to them who this person was. What was his essence? What did he feel? What did he enjoy? What did he do every day? What did he do with his family? Okay, so you begin to paint word pictures for the jury. But now let me ask you a question. When an artist takes out a canvas and takes out his oils and his paints, and he begins to paint, right? What's he doing? He's showing you a picture that's going on in his mind. In his mind, he is interpreting certain things, and now he's using his hand and paint to actually put images onto a canvas. The jury is going to do the same exact thing in their mind if they don't have a photograph of the person who died. They're listening to witnesses describe this individual. Now the jury's own imagination has to come up with a photo image in their own mind as to who this person was. How tall was he? What did he look like? Did he have hair? Did he not have hair? Did he have facial features? Did he wear eyeglasses? What was his voice like? What was his personality like? The jury will not have a true understanding of any of that if they are not permitted to see a photograph, if they are not permitted to see and watch and listen to a video. Now, there may be realistic legal reasons why a judge would rule against the jury seeing those types of things. However, for the most part, if you have something very basic, a very simple photograph, a portrait, if you have a basic video that doesn't have inflammatory or prejudicial things in it that the defense is going to object to, in those limited instances, the judge may say, go ahead, it's okay to show these photographs and these quick videos to the jury so that they get a sense of who this person was. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you because this does come up in wrongful death cases where we, as the injured patient's attorney, as the injured family's attorney, as the person who is now bringing the lawsuit on behalf of the person who died, we want to show the jury, these members of the community who are giving their time to sit and listen to this dispute, we want to show them who it is that they're now going to be judging this case for this person who died and the surviving family members. And now, once we give them an idea of who this person was, now they can go forward and listen to the facts of the case. They can listen to the evidence. They can listen to the experts. They can listen to the testimony. And now they'll know who they're judging this case for. You know, I recognize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in the state of New York, and you are thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.